Hello, boys and girls. It's me and Mr. Eddie again.
Hey, boys and girls. Last week we talked about God choosing Gideon.
And remember, it wasn't because Gideon was really important or very, very strong or super, super brave.
Or even that he came from a clan of people that were super strong.
That's right.
See, God chose Gideon because he knew that when Gideon defeated the Midianites, that he would give God the glory.
Yes, and God will receive all the honor and praise for that.
We also talked about how Gideon would defeat the Midianites because God was with him.
Exactly. And today we're going to tell the story about how Gideon defeated the Midianites. It was a very scary time for the Israelites.
Oh!
They were living in terror.
Sorry.
That's okay. At any given moment, the evil Midianites could attack from the east and kill everything in their path, destroying their crops, destroying their donkeys, destroying their sheep, and destroying their camels.
Hump day. Uh-oh.
The problem is, Israel was God's chosen people, and now they were without food, without shelter, and being bullied at every turn. But God had a plan, and that plan involved a man named Gideon. Gideon was chosen by God to defeat the evil Midianites. But Gideon was not chosen for his skill with a sword, or his muscular physique.
Pump me up.
That's impressive. Or his dashing good looks.
Like Miss Carla.
Aw, thanks, man.
Yeah.
But God knew Gideon was the right man for the job. God saw something in him that no one else could see.
His small intestine.
No, his heart.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. One day, an angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon. And the angel told.
Sorry, it was a big angel.
I guess so. The angel told Gideon that God wanted to use him to stop the Midianites. But Gideon was shocked. He was like, "What? Why me? I'm just a regular guy." But the angel said, "The Lord is with you, mighty man of valor." So Gideon followed the angel's instructions and gathered an army of 32,000 men. And they began to march towards the camp of their enemy, the evil Midianites. But then the Lord stopped Gideon. God said, "Send home any man who is afraid." Well, 22,000 men dropped their swords. Are you okay?
Oh, I just got my toe. I'm sorry. Oh, it's all right. Go ahead.
All right. So Gideon only had 10,000 men left, but they regrouped. And they kept on marching. But again, God stopped Gideon. God told Gideon to lead the men down to the river for a drink. 300 men cupped the water with their hands. The rest of the men got down on their knees, stuck their faces in the water, and slurped. Are you all right?
I think I'll swallow the fish.
What?
It was salty.
So God told Gideon to send those men home.
Thank goodness. I think I need to go to the hospital.
So now Gideon is going to face 135,000 Midianites with just 300 men. Wait a minute. How is Gideon going to defeat the Midianites with only 300 men? Tell you what, let's rewind to when the angel first spoke to Gideon.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Wait, hang on. That's too far back. That's at the beginning of the Bible. Fast forward a little bit.
And I saw a beast with 7 heads and 7 crowns.
No, hang on. Wait, that's Revelation. You went a little bit too far ahead. That's the end of the Bible. Let's go back to the Old Testament.
Old Testament, right.
Yes, please.
Like a cluster of grapes.
No, wait. Song of Solomon, get out of there. Judges chapter 7, please.
The Lord is with you, mighty man of valor.
Okay, that's it. The angel said, God is with you, mighty man of valor. Even though Gideon was just a regular guy, Gideon was not alone. God was going with Gideon. So Gideon chose not to listen to his feelings. Instead, he believed that God would be with him and God would do what he said he would do. So it's time to act on God's plan. God told Gideon, if you're afraid to attack, go down to the Midianite camp with your servant and listen to what the Midianites are saying. So Gideon did. When Gideon arrived at the camp, he heard one of the Midianites telling about a dream he had. I had this dream, and in my dream, a loaf of barley bread came tumbling down the Midianite camp.
Boom, 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 boom.
It hit a tent, turned it over, and knocked it flat.
What's happening?
One of his friends said, it can only mean one thing. God has delivered the Midianites unto Gideon. When Gideon heard the dream and what it meant, he worshiped God.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
So Gideon called all his men that night. And while the Midianites were sleeping, Gideon and his men quietly surrounded the camp. In one hand, each man held onto a torch, covered it with a pitcher, and in the other hand, a trumpet. Then, in the middle of the night, Gideon gave the signal. They broke the pitchers, held the torches high, and sounded the trumpets. And shouted, for the sword of the Lord and Gideon.
What she said.
The Midianites sprang out of their beds,
Boing.
grabbed their swords, and totally panicked. They just started fighting. And in their confusion, they killed each other.
Stop, Uncle Pete, it's me.
Gideon and his men stood back in amazement as the Midianites destroyed themselves. Okay, the Midianites, who were not killed, fled, and Gideon and his army pursued them. That day, Gideon defeated the Midianites because he trusted God. He believed that God would be with him and that God would help him defeat the Midianites. And God did just what he said he would do. Remember, boys and girls, God was with Gideon and God is with you too.
Absolutely. God is with you. He's promised that. And he will be with you always. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
And the Bible tells us that God will never leave us and he'll never forsake us. That means we don't have to fear that God's just going to disappear and not be there for us. But we can rely on the fact that he will be there.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys have a great week. We miss you and we look forward to being back together with you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.